Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have another Invis VOD to review. This is Plat 2. They, not sure what she does wrong, so general support help should suffice. Perfect. Let's get to it.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Okay. Not triple support. Nothing crazy. Good. Put the shield away. Nice. Put the shield away. Put the shield. Okay. That's not good.
Anyone willing to help?
All right, so I'm already seeing some general problems. So we want to talk about intentionality with all of our abilities, right? So this is an ability-based shooter. Oh boy, we're on 240 ping. That's tough. So you want to be really intentional with every single one of your abilities in this game, including just your left-click primary fire, right? There's a couple times where we're left-clicking into kind of nothing, and then when we need it, we have to reload. Like right here, our Strange really needs healing, and we have to reload. And then he dies, right? The second thing is, when we put up our shield, like what's the purpose of our shield? Our shield is like bonus healing on top. It takes a little bit of damage. It does a little bit of healing, things like that. And we can spam it when people are really low. Nobody here is really low, so we're just kind of wasting it. And then when we do need it, we don't have it. The next thing is like when you're done with your shields that we saw earlier, you put it up, right? So we'll just watch. There's 2 times here where you put the shield up and then just kind of leave it there. It's going to take damage, and then it's going to break, and then you're not going to have it, right? Like right here, there's no reason to have your shield up. You're not healing yourself. Nobody around you needs healing. There's no reason. So for pretty much every ability, everything you do, there has to be a purpose behind it. Don't just like mindlessly kind of spam and throw things out, or else your team's going to get taken advantage of. Thank you, Juro. Okay, now we're down to support, and so I don't know if we're playing on international servers or like what's going on with our ping, but it's very difficult to play on anything other than under 100 ping. It's possible, but especially once we get into like 200 ping, it's just everything is going to be so delayed and so difficult. So if you can try to figure that out, that's going to be probably the easiest thing you can do to get more value. This controller? No. Yes, this is get Bem's strike. Once again, we have our shield out, and it's not really doing anything. And then we don't have it for when we need it later. Positioning so far hasn't been bad. So when you use a support ult, they're the most important things in this game. The way you want to think about support ults is up until you hit GM, it's purely defensive, okay? You want to use it in reaction to a big threat from the enemy team. The easiest way to do this is to hold tab and look at the enemy team and be like, all right, if this person on the enemy team ulted and I don't use a support ult, will they team wipe? Emma? Probably not. Phoenix? Probably not. Elsa? Maybe. She could probably get 2 or 3 kills if we don't ult. Cloak? No. Jeff? No. Even if we did ult with Jeff? No. Invis? No. Right? So there's no giant immediate threat from ult. Whereas if they had a Star-Lord, yes. Punisher, absolutely. Strange, 100%. Thing, probably not, unless they have a combo, right? So, ulting an Elsa is a bit off, though, since she can move you out of it. Right, that's why I said, maybe. In this case, if she ulted here and it stops there, then you can ult after it, right? So, it's a way of, like, thinking about it. So now that we've established like there's no real credible like ult threat that we need to save it for, now we want to be a little bit more liberal with it. We can use it more to like oh, our team is falling over from so much pressure and a bunch of people are low, then we can use it, right? That's generally like how you want to approach it. It's very rare in a game that you actually have this type of lineup where there is no immediate threat from the enemy team just having a super good ult for that. Now we're down to... oh. That's a good point, Churro. Oh, almost. Unfortunate. So the next thing I want to talk about, we haven't really been using our push or our pull effectively yet. Push is on an, at least it was an 8-second cooldown. I think now it's on like 10. Either way, it's a insanely good cooldown. Your E is so good. So the two uses essentially are like to keep a diver. It's to either push somebody away or pull people in. That sounds really simple, right? But there's so many different uses. If you have an enemy, let's say Captain America or Venom. Venom's probably the easiest, right? Venom's going to climb up on a wall and then he's going to jump onto the back line, okay? You can either, when he's up on the wall, you can push him and then he'll just dive back in anyway. Or when he tries to get out, you pull him back in and then he dies, right? With a front line, if you have, you know, there's an enemy Emma on the team and you saw, hey, she already used her diamond form, so she doesn't have it. Diamond form goes down, you pull her into your team, and then she dies. So, say like 9 times out of 10, maybe now that it's the cooldown's a little longer, we'll bring it down to like 4 out of 5, like 8 out of 10. It's going to be, you're going to pull people back in to try to secure a kill. So I want you thinking like aggressively with your E. Can I secure a kill? If I pull this person, so can I secure? The next thing is, I see we're not doing this right. On this map, whenever the payload passes this set of stairs, the map rotates. And instead of going here, you're actually going to take the fight up here, where your cloak is. And if you do this, and your cloak does this, your tanks, most of the time, they're going to realize, hey, I'm not getting healing, and they're going to be forced to rotate. 1, go. 10 now? Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, that's actually a really good way to put it, Jake. Good stuff. I think it's probably a little too simple, but not terrible. I'm just nitpicky, I suppose. There's a really good use of your shield. Now get out. Once again, there's no like credible threat here, right? There's no ult on the enemy team. Star-Lord's not ulting Punisher, Strange, things like that. Nobody on the enemy team is really threatening. The only thing that's wrong right now is we're low on health. The much better thing you can do here, if you're low on health, is actually just wait it out and get your shield back. Play it safe and get your shield back. Because now we're not going to have it when we really need it. The next thing is we push people out. Right now, our team has so much pressure because we have a support ult. If you pull that person in, they probably die, but you actually save them by pushing them out.
No worries, I've got your back.
We want to bring our shield back now. We're going to bring... Nope. Nope. It got broken. It does. It's such a good feeling. And right now, we're just kind of mindlessly healing, but nobody really needs healing, and we're going to reload when we don't need to, right? Way to jump in here. That's good. Now we need to get out. Good. Bring your shield back, because now you need it. Shield, shield. That's why we can't leave it out. Press the F button. No! Little more attention to our shield. The shield is so good. What rank is this? I believe this is Plat 2.
Feeling fantastic. Anyone willing to help? Better stop that vehicle. Now or never. Stop them. Feel the pull.
So we've talked a lot about like high threat ults, like how you react to it. There's also the flip side of it. When your team has a high threat ult, like kind of Emma, but definitely Star-Lord, Punisher, Strange, like people are going to try to kill that high threat ult, right? And so when you have that high threat ult on your team, they should be your number one priority, right? So this Star-Lord should be your number one. Like, you should be really focused on him as much as you possibly can. There's another situation where if you pulled the Emma, there's a good chance she actually dies. So far, though, your positioning, like, is really carrying you. The positioning's great. Okay, we're down 1 here. Good. Okay, now we have a support ult. Fine. Now we know theirs is still going to last, and ours is going to go down first. Uh-oh. I don't mind that as much. Yeah, that's great. Jump. You have it.
Clearly, you needed some help. I was fine, but thank you.
Yeah, you're using your shield when you really just don't need to be. Shield. Nice. I don't mind that push. That was a good push. This is something I really don't like. So there's a common misconception in the community of like, if the enemy support ults and I have mine, I should ult, right? It's just not, it doesn't work out that way, especially for Invis. In this case, it's not as bad because it's an Invis ult for an Invis ult, and they both last 8 seconds. A lot of the times you'll see this with like the enemy team cloak ults and then Invis ults right away. It's like, well, but that one lasts 13 seconds and yours only lasts 8, so they still have 5 seconds where they can't die and you can, but now also we don't have a support. You want to be really careful with this. I don't think it's worth it. Once again, you want to push them into your ult. Yeah, just stay invisible. Don't do anything. Now you can do stuff. Good. Up. Unfortunate. Yeah, again, like we used our ult in a situation where we didn't really need it. Yes, I'm still doing VODs. Still, again, kind of a premature ult. Uh-oh, scary. That is not a character you want to be anywhere near. Oh, they C9. You guys get really lucky there. So far, we just really need to clean up our ult usage. And, like, overall, we need to have more intentionality. Like, why are we using our shield in this scenario? We're just, like, wasting our shield. And then we're not going to have it when we need it for self-healing. We need it for spamming on, you know, somebody who's super low. Okay, now our positioning's not good. Now we need to scoot to the side. There you go. Please don't ult. Oh. This ult isn't gonna do anything. Oh. That is the worst Elsa ult I've ever seen. Wow. Your double support ult? That's the good. Okay, we get some kills. There we are.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
I hate this. So ideally I know there's a common misconception of 3 on card, it goes faster. The thing is, you need to, the more important thing than the cart moving forward is to to occupy the space in front of the cart. So definitely don't get into habit. It's not bad as a support, but I want you to enable that Emma to go as far forward as she possibly can. Please don't ult here. Please don't ult here. Okay, so this is the scenario that I was talking about earlier. Cloak ult lasts 13 seconds. Invis ult lasts 8.
Anyone willing to help?
So if we just count.
It's much better.
So we used it about 3 seconds into their ult. So they're still going to have like 2 seconds at the end of their ult where your team can die and their team can't, which is really important. The next thing that we actually haven't talked about yet is this scenario right here, okay? So you're playing triple support. Even if you're playing double support, this concept works, right? So you have somebody in your backline, right now it's an Emma, and you have somebody on your team who's really low, okay? So if you look and you see there's 2 other supports, or like, let's say 1 other support and there's a DPS, and they're helping, right? If we just do a little math here, that means nobody else is looking anywhere else, right? And we have 2 tanks over here. Luckily, they're fine, but I just want to like let you know to be aware. If both supports are healing each other or all 3 are healing each other, nobody's healing the front line. And that tends to get people killed. So just be careful. Now I'm very curious if that 2 seconds at the end of your ult is enough for you guys to lose this fight. Probably not, since you guys got a pick. You never know. Now, your ult is gone. 1, 2. And their ult is still going. Then you guys clean up. And we don't straight up lose the fight, but we don't win it either. So. So that's actually a really good point, Hollow, that I want to bring up. Hollow and Churro make it. But basically, if you look, once you get good at identifying your own support ults, is this a good ult? Is this a bad ult, right? When you get really good at identifying your own, you can start to apply that to the other people in the enemy team, right? So if you notice, that cloak ult was actually terrible, we can just wait it out and be fine. Then you can relay that message to your team and be like, just wait it out. Bad cloak ult. Then you guys now have a game. Team's dead. And then this is a couple times now that we've been trying to use our E, our push, but we've been using it on CC immune targets. Mostly it's been Emma in diamond form, but we've also tried to use it on Jeff when he's in his like Finn form, when he's just a Finn floating around. It's good to know when other people are CC immune and not to waste it. So Emma diamond form, Jeff in his thing, Punisher when he's ulting, Thing when he's in his dash, Thor once he's up in the air for his ult, things like that. Hela when she's ulting, right? All those things you can't push. So it's really important to know what you can and can't push.
That one hurts. I was worried. Anyone willing to help?
So here I think our positioning kind of went out the window. We didn't have our shield to like augment it.
I'm hurt. I don't give up so easily.
Lucky it didn't get eaten. It's again like we're not really gaining anything by ulting here. There's only so many support ults that you can use aggressively, and even with those that you can use aggressively, your team has to be of a high enough level and awareness in the game that they can actually make effective use of it. So if we want to list it off, it's like Cloak and Dagger, Mantis, Ultron, Gambit, Jeff, but that's different because he's using it on his own, right? So the space that we're trying to gain with this is just not really all that valuable compared to if we canceled out an enemy ult or an enemy push or something like that. Mantis? Yeah, Mantis, because she goes really fast. If you look at, like, I think the last season, no, maybe it was 2 seasons ago, it was triple support with Mantis, and then Mantis with ult, and people go crazy. But that's like very, very high level stuff. Technically, you can also do it with Luna and Rocket, but those are in very specific situations where you have like a Namor or a Phoenix and you're comboing and oh, we dead. That ult's good.
Help. I don't give up so easily.
I feel like our positioning has really gone out. Positioning bit the farm.
Be strong together. Only 60 seconds left.
Uh-oh.
You are nothing. A little help, please.
Yeah, Emma's CC immune when she's ulting, and then so the better thing to do there is just to break line of sight.
I'll fight for my no more delays.
Nice.
Feeling fantastic. No worries. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Almost there. Don't turn back now. Disappear.
No. We already talked about it. It's fine. Oh, this one hurts. This one hurts so bad. See, like right here, if you had your ult, you could actually pop it down right here. Oh. Don't need it. Venom's fine. Ay, ay, ay. And then once again. Some of your cloak ults. Thank the Lord. Go ahead.
I got you covered. Psionic, steal the pole.
And now would be a really good time to have our invisible as well. Yeah. Yeah. No. F. Press F. Heal yourself. Dang. So yeah, a lot there, so we can, number one thing is like reevaluate how we use all of our abilities, especially your ult. Support ults are the most important thing in the game right now compared to literally anything else. They really just matter. If you, and the way people think about it, a lot of people think like supports don't have that much sway in the game. They really do, but it's kind of different, right? When you're a Star-Lord, you're like, man, I can ult and I can win us the game. When you're playing a support, it's like, man, I can ult and make sure our team doesn't lose. That's the reality of the situation. It's a big difference, but it is really important. So rethink our abilities. Number one, ult, and then we got to change how we're using our shield. It's mostly for self-preservation and things like that. You're using it mostly to heal right now, which is getting you into trouble. We got to be intentional with when we're shooting. We don't want to be shooting people who are full health, and then we need to reload, and then they die, right? Let's be a little more intentional with that. And then, yeah, pay attention to like momentum and things like that. So anyway, that's it for this VOD review. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this helps. Take care. God bless. And catch you in the next one. Bye.